Why don't people just come here legally?
Legal immigration is limited to specific categories of people listed in the immigration law. It isn't open for everyone.
Instead, they must prove that their case fits into one of the specific categories under the immigration law. The most common way to immigrate legally is to be sponsored by a very close family member, like a parent, a child, a spouse, or a sibling who is a U.S. citizen.
Other distant family members, for example, aunts, uncles, and cousins, do not qualify for this close relationship.
Another big category in the law is being sponsored by an employer. Employer sponsorship is usually restricted to highly skilled workers. It also requires the employer to show that they can't find an existing U.S. worker to take the job. If you're not a highly skilled worker, you will likely not be able to be sponsored by an employer.
If you don't have a relative or an employer to sponsor you, it is very difficult to obtain lawful immigration into the United States. There are very specific categories, for example, refugees and asylees. However, these people must endure a very lengthy and difficult process to obtain refugee or asylee status just to remain here in the United States lawfully.
There is also an annual diversity visa for countries with very low levels of immigration to the U.S. That is usually limited to 50,000 visas per year.
Millions apply every year, so the chances of winning the visa lottery are very low. Unless you fall into one of the categories that I mentioned, there's usually no way to get here legally. There's no line to get in to be able to come. Most people who come here illegally do so because there's no process for them to come here legally.